Ladies, I am here tonight on the show. And tonight on the show, what I want to talk about is I want to talk about, you know, I'm going to make my, who's going to win, who's going to lose tomorrow video. But tonight, what I want to talk about is who has more pressure to win this thing? San Francisco or Kansas City? Tommy! I feel Kansas City has more pressure to win this because by far they have the better quarterback. A lot of people are saying he's the best quarterback. He's the best quarterback in the NFL right now. Patrick Mahomes. He's the best quarterback right now. And plus, they got one of the best coaches. One of the best coaches in the NFL. A top 5 coach in Andy Reid. So I do think that Kansas City has more pressure. I believe San Francisco, if they lose this game, it's like, hey, last year we were like one of the top 3 worst teams. I believe they were a top 3 team, top 3 in the draft. They drafted like 2 or 3rd. They drafted up Nick Bosa, the defensive lineman from Ohio State. So I believe there's more pressure on Kansas City because I feel like there's even going to be some stupid morons that are going to be saying, hey, if Kansas City loses this game, is Andy Reid the right guy for Patrick Mahomes going forward? There's going to be there's been people already this year that were saying, hey, is Andy Reid the right guy going forward? So I guarantee you, they're not going to fire him, obviously, but there will be some people questioning, is Andy Reid the right guy to be the head coach of the Kansas City Chiefs and be the leader for Patrick Mahomes if he loses the Super Bowl? There is by far more pressure on Kansas City. San Francisco, like I said, they were what? They only won 3-5 games last year. They were in top 3 when it came to their draft pick. They drafted Nick Bosa. If they lose, it's like they're young. We'll be back next year. Everybody's like George Kittle, Nick Bosa, Jimmy Garoppolo, Matt Breida, Tevin Coleman. They're all young. Obviously, Kyle Shanahan. They're all young. They're just gonna be, what? We'll be back. Kansas City. Andy Reid more than anybody is gonna have the pressure of, hey, Andy Reid, you've been doing this for 21 years. There's a reason you keep winning these big games. There's a lot more pressure on Andy Reid. Plus, there's a lot of talks that Patrick Mahomes could make up to $300 million, $300 million in his new contract. So obviously, you could lose guys. You could lose guys like Sammy Watkins, Tyreek Hill, maybe some guys on the defensive side. If you give all that money to Patrick Mahomes. We've seen the Packers go through this a little bit when they paid Aaron Rodgers that big contract, or the Saints when they picked Drew Brees, where they didn't have talent around them because all the contract was with the quarterback. Drew Brees was making a shitload of money, and Aaron Rodgers was making a shitload of money. They didn't have a defense. They didn't have wide receivers. And so that could be a problem for Kansas City in the future. If they're probably going to give him the highest paid contract in NFL history to Patrick Mahomes when he becomes a free agent. So right now they got the pressure while he's still on that rookie contract to win a Super Bowl, because when he becomes a free agent and he gets that $200 million, whatever the hell they're going to pay him, $300 million, it's going to be really hard to surround them with the talent he's surrounded with right now. Now Patrick Mahomes is good enough where he'll still probably make the playoffs, but they might not be this good because they're not going to be able to afford everybody. And Andy Reid, like I said, he's been at it. He's been doing this for like 21 years. He's got to win a Super Bowl. There's going to be people that are going to say, if he loses this Super Bowl, is he the right guy? There's going to be people that are going to be saying that. So yeah, Tammy, there is by far more pressure on Kansas City, Patrick Mahomes, Andy Reid to win the Super Bowl. If San Francisco loses, everybody's young. Jimmy Garoppolo already got his money. He already got his big free agent contract. George Kittle's young. Nick Bosa's young. Matt Breida. Even Kyle Shanahan is young. They're like, you know what? It's fine. It was a fantastic year. We'll be back in the future. Kansas City, because of the Andy Reid situation, 21 years never won a Super Bowl, and because of the big contract coming up for Patrick Mahomes, they're not 100% sure if they can be back in a few years when they can no longer afford all this money around talent around Patrick Mahomes. So, Tammy! Yeah, by far, Kansas City has more pressure to win this thing. But I will be back with my preview tomorrow night. And so until next time, why don't you just Holla at your boy.